I think that this generation of kids is being brought up with electronics at the core of their existence. I mean, when I was a kid, I would be till after dark down at the local ball field, and I'd come home on my bicycle, a mile away. You don't see that now, riding in the cul-de-sac, but you don't ride downtown to go to the store and buy a candy bar, that kind of thing. But there seems to be a reluctance to sort of let your child go into the care of others to have the kinds of experience that are so valuable. In the context of that protection, we're allowing our kids to perhaps consume electronics at a level that they shouldn't, which sort of taints their view of the world. And when they're in front of their computer, in front of the TV, and they're not outside riding their bike to the ballpark, they're living in a world that prior generations didn't. We were all able to be outside and have fun. And it's a shame because there's basically developing this nature deficit where kids aren't aware of and understanding of the outside world. And that's where camps are so valuable. They are a safe place. I mean, you take these nice confined rural environments like a summer camp campus. You have a lot of caring people from, the toddlers in the community to the grandparents in the community and all the counselors, and you let them be outdoors, running around, doing what we were able to do as a kid, and you give them a greater appreciation for a bigger world that's out there that they're not getting through their Google searches and through their wired into their iPods and tuned out all the time. I think structure in life is important. Discipline in life is important. You have to have structure in order to run a program that allows kids to try and do a lot of different things. And I think people are starving for some structure for their kids' lives. There's a tremendous amount of value for every day that a kid can be in camp, particularly after, I would say, the first couple weeks, because they get here and they're a little unsteady, they're making friends, they don't know the lay of the land, they don't understand the chants in the dining hall, or they're getting used to the food, or whatever it is, they're off balance. And there's this missing home phenomenon. We work through that all the time. That's probably the most common malady that our counselors and myself are working with. But once they get through that, once they're in their comfort zone, they have an incredible experience. So the longer you can have your kid here, the better. Kids need to be outdoors, running around, and getting to know people and getting to know the outdoors, so that the next generation of Americans will be a good steward of our natural surroundings. One of the things you'll see is when the child goes home for a week or two, he will take the trash out, he'll wipe the table, he'll make his bed. I think they see an enhanced independence. I mean, a child comes here, he's got to start making his own decisions. We're going to make some of them for him, but he's going to have choices in terms of what activity he wants to sign up for. He is now responsible for, once he signs up for an activity, for going to an activity. So he's developing an independence and a decision-making process and an ability to follow through that is in a different environment than the home. There's nobody there coaxing him all the time. So you're going to see independence. You're going to see a more self-confident child and a more responsible child. And I think a child that relates better with people than he would have otherwise.